See Qualifiers once again. I'm Faraz. I'm here with Danalee and Pinda, and I managed to actually fix my identity crisis.
So you're now Sven.
I'm Faraz. I'm Faraz. No, I've chosen. I'm Faraz.
Oh
Okay. All right. So right now we have Fnatic going up against Mineski. It's a pretty good matchup. We've talked about it, but before we actually go in depth, I want to take a look at the standings so far because there has been some games happening that we don't cover here on this panel. Once again, you can check out Twitch, BTS, and also our YouTube and Facebook AGG Network. So looking at the standings right now, guys, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's still Fnatic, TNC Pro Team, and Faceless.
So clearly Fnatic, TNC, and Faceless, they haven't played any other games.
Yeah.
Skate Masters, they've received their 4th loss.
I'm sorry, Skate Masters. I really wanted you to win. I really wanted them to win. But
Didn't really.
Yeah, actually,
I
you were
did.
just being nice.
No, I wanted an upset. I told you guys I wanted something different. But standings don't look much different from what we had. So I guess we still have to go with our Fnatic Mineski game. And after that, we're going to have another standing and see if there's anything different. So apparently the draft is already ready for us to take a look at. So let's see what kind of picks. Oh, wow.
wow, okay, full
All right,
draft.
guys, go.
Okay, Panda, let's go.
So AA is banned. It's like
Io.
oh yeah, Ohio. Where's Ohio?
No, not Ohio. Io.
Ohio.
Okay, Pinda, I want you to look at this draft. I want to see if you see what I see. What is this?
I don't know
First
what.
2 picks. What do they have in common?
Which you mean Mineski or Fnatic?
Fnatic. What do they have in common?
They
They're
got O's.
ultimates.
Yeah. What about it?
Danny, would you mind shining some light for us?
No, it's like they can teleport anywhere in the map. It's like they have access to the entire map.
everywhere.
I was just trying to play along.
To everywhere.
She was lagging.
Okay,
No, I wanted to play along. I thought you wanted me to be like.
No, I was actually asking you a serious question.
Okay, sorry,
but
my
then
bad, my
okay,
bad.
so this is what I want to talk
her
about.
brain, sorry, Boris, but her
Like
brain
I said,
literally
I have
had
brain
400
farts
ping.
every now and then. Yeah, 400 ping is not even like
You're
it doesn't
lagging.
even begin with 400 ping.
You're
It's
lagging, Pinda.
oh my
Okay,
God.
so far let's talk about a pick. So Io, if I'm not mistaken,
but she's right.
most of the games Io was banned.
Not
Was it
really.
banned? We didn't
No.
see Io technically. We didn't
Yeah,
see Io.
It's not.
Sort of.
It's not that he was banned.
Banned,
It's
yeah.
just.
Wait, is it a he or a she? I'm confused.
It's
It's an
technically
it.
an it.
It's an it.
It's light.
It's an it.
Yeah, it's an it.
Okay.
It was
But
not bad. Yeah.
technically, okay, if it has the skin, it's female because it has love hearts on it.
Okay.
But
You're
First of all,
that
I
on the
want to say
Arcana?
love hearts doesn't mean it's a
She's
female.
basing that on the Arcana.
if he has, okay, this is DJ. He has the Arcana, so
Yeah,
it's
he
a
has,
she.
he has to be DJ.
It has to be a she this game. But anyways,
Back to the-
for reals, back into the draft. So we have a lot of
Movements,
maneuverability, mobility on Fnatic.
Definitely.
They have the Wisp that they're going to be able to combo with the Ursa, which Wisp and Ursa together are a very deadly combination.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wisp giving your Ursa movement speed. He obviously needs to chase. Ursa does fall into issues when he has to worry about kiting, which we're looking at Mineski's draft. They got decent kite. The Night Stalker can be a bit of an issue with the mischance with the silence as well. And then Jakiro slows, stuns, pretty much everything you want in an anti-Ursa package. Batrider as well can be a nuisance, especially with the sticky napalm. So it's actually quite
good, yeah,
it's very important that DJ helps to manage the Ursa this game because Ursa will have a hard time unless he has
Very
a blink.
hard, yeah.
If he has a blink, then it's not too bad.
Now I want to ask you something. When it comes to Fnatic, right?
Yeah.
You said that they're picking a very agile kind of play style here.
It's
Does
aggressive, yeah, very aggressive play
Does
style.
that complement the new roster, the way they play?
Nah, it's just, I guess they're just practicing new things, like their strats, they're working on the
They're just
strats.
pulling out some new things that they've been working on recently.
Something they might have not played before, might not have tried with other players before.
Okay.
So, because so far...
I know for sure though, DJ will definitely take the Wisp, and I actually think Ohio will definitely take Underlord because he's the only
Ohio
one.
or Io?
Ohio will take Underlord because he's the only one on the team that plays Underlord.
Lord,
Right.
yeah, true.
So PA, obviously QO, this is practically QO's signature hero. If you
That's
look
right.
at Fnatic's lineup, they're all heroes that Fnatic are pretty good at.
It's like physical, they have a lot of physical damage on
Okay, so we've
Fnatic
talked
side.
about Fnatic. I want your last thoughts on both the drafts and also who do you think will win? Pinda?
I'm gonna go for Fnatic. They have like a lot of mobility, like she said. Like
Okay.
they have it in they can actually control the map so well that it might just make them win the game. So.
Okay, what about you, Danalee?
I actually think Fnatic as well because they have a Wisp, they have Ursa, and then they have PA, which she solves her own issues. She has her own way of gap closing.
Yep. And it's QO. He's known to be one of the best players for PA, so it's no doubt like he's gonna give his 110% in this hero arena.
It's very iconic with that hero.
I don't know if I should go for Mineski or not. Like you
Please
guys make me
go for
doubt
Mineski.
myself. I don't know.
It's okay. It's hard having identity crises.
Yeah.
No, I mean, okay. Looking at the draft, right? I think Mineski has.
No,
I mean, they
like
can
the
still,
weather, it changes. It's fine.
No, I'm still gonna stick to Mineski. You know what? I'm still gonna stick on my ground. And I think Hades and Godot are ready, guys. Take it away and please enjoy the game.
Thank you, Faraz. And here we are, we're back. I'm Hades, and of course we have Godot here. Looks like our panel still in Oz ping, you know. Tinder having a bit of a brain fart moment.
Yeah, Ohio, Io. I don't know. Which one?
Well, you know, I think it's safe to say we called out QO's here quite early on. We saw the IO. It wasn't going to be an IO Ursa mid. It was always going to be the IO PA, because if you think about the other QO heroes, it only made sense. But how's this like? Because when you think IO, you think of those relocates, you need vision. Night Stalker cancels that out. So this laning phase is going to be so crucial. I actually sense we might see a bit more action despite, you know, Fnatic having the more defensive supports.
I can't even tell if this is Fnatic or this is MVP Phoenix. These lineups remind me of MVP Phoenix at their prime so much. You got the Wisp dual lanes, utilizing QOs.
Oh, first blood already.
Whoa.
That was fast. I said there was going to be action early. I just didn't know it was going to be action that early.
And there we go. Already a head start for Mineski. Faraz might have this one based on the first blood maybe. But anyways, back on topic. We have the typical Wisp combo that QO is so comfortable on. He used to play the PAs, the Embers, the TAs, the aggressive heroes that can make use BB as well, a big one that MVP Phoenix used to play. So this is, like said, very comfort zone for the Fnatic lineup. Although their roster is practically, well, they got 2 players from the old MVP, but very different base roster. We do have DJ, who is also known for his Wisp. I believe back in the day when he was playing offlane, they would swap him to play Wisp on the support role.
But in this case, hold on, take a look first. Febby's the one playing the IO.
Whoa,
it's
really?
It's not DJ. Yeah, that's what I was about to point out.
Wow, I'm actually quite surprised. Oh, that's a new one. Well, he did screw up the tether there. Maybe they should have let DJ play.
Oh, Darcy, be nice. But okay, just before we get too much into the game, before we start, I have to put you in a prediction spot again, because I know I'm ready for Fnatic. Are you ready for Fnatic?
Yeah,
or are you going
Fnatic.
For
I think Fnatic are looking just too strong right now, and I really like their draft here. It really complements the playstyle of their players and their roles in general.
So you guys heard it here first from both the caster and the caster's table and the panel. For the first time, we actually all agree on the same team.
Well, there is Oz as well in Fnatic.
Oh, that explains. Okay, fine. Okay, I see what you did.
Sorry.
But at the same time, you know, I'm pretty sure for the Malaysians out there, you guys are a bit torn. Do you want your Fnatic who is? You know, you have Ohio. Do you want to root for Ohio? Are you going to support Mushi? This is like Civil War all over again.
Yep, they got the reunion back, but on different sides of the war. But anyways, we're looking at Pierre and Wisp heavily focusing on the middle lane here. He's just practically giving him a head start, keep giving his mana regen up, spamming the dagger whenever he can. And the Night Stalker is coming to rotate middle lane. Febby in big trouble. They do have the blink ready for Mushi. Will he do it? No. QO stops that.
Bringing him low. He might actually turn around. Ninja Boogie getting forced back as they're brought both very low. Meanwhile, they did rotate Ajit to the top lane to face off against Arc. But what's this matchup like between Ursa and Timbersaw? Is this an okay matchup?
No, this is heavily favored for the Ursa. The Timber can never go up to creep. I mean, the Timber won't die if he plays it right with the Timber chain later on once he does get some levels, but he's just going to have a very hard time, and Ajit will be free farming in this lane.
Oh, Ohio will actually die to Mag in the bottom lane, catching that just in the nick of time. Very nicely done with Ryo as well to help him out. And also, I mean, back to touch up on your point,
Top
Ajit.
middle lane, Mushi going in the Wisp.
Ooh, can he go? He's gonna go? No, he
won't. No chance.
That was close. Yeah, but back to that point about the Ursa versus Timbersaw, reactive armor, it doesn't help at all?
Not in the sense that it will. It's not enough armor early levels. He's only got 1 point, so he's only going to get 5 max stacks. And even then, the Fury swipes comboed with Overpower later on will just do too much damage. Middle lane though.
Might be in a bit of trouble. He does
Mushi
not have that blow.
For it.
With the Scream will get the kill. And of course, with the class, he just walks away as the projectile is in the air. DJ now back into the top lane to support Arjit. Strangely, Mushi and friends, they are the ones who are ahead so far in this laning phase. We're 2 minutes and a half in, but they're already 3-0.
Yep, including with the first kill before the creeps even spawned, I guess. But yeah, double null coming up from Mushi here just to dominate the lane. His bottle is on his way as well, so he's got 2 nulls and a bottle at 3 minutes here. The dagger is going to be very annoying. Yeah, they do have the wisp to bottle him up, but you don't want to commit the wisps constantly in the middle lane to protect QO. So that's going to be a little bit of a struggle here from the Fnatic side.
Alright, so Febby does gonna tether, heal QO back up. It feels like a really long time ago that we used to see, you know, IO tiny. But looks like IO's found a new partner. It's gonna be the PA, the new meta, man.
Yep. Let's see if Fnatic makes this work, though. We can't judge it yet. They have to win this to look like it's a good partner yet. And Mineski Ninja Boogie coming in middle lane, getting some harass off, forced to tether in to heal up QO to full HP so he can go up and hit some creeps safely.
Alright, Mag and Arc, they will go pretty much swapping off this top lane, taking turns like a tag team. But Ninja Boogie here is just kind of revolving around this middle lane. It's going to be the first night time in a couple of seconds. And Arjit, he basically hasn't had a stable lane to really call his own. But surprisingly, in terms of CS, he's done very nicely.
Yep, he's just trying to avoid the Batrider at this point. He just wants to put pressure on a lane he can pressure, and at the same time
hold on,
farm.
DJ, he's found Ninja Boogie with the Maledict that's going to tick onto him. With the casket now pouncing out. Getting the spirits to his face, and Ninja Boogie, no, he actually flies down to the lock on. The Maledict will be enough to take him down, so DJ, the DPS doctor, actually doing some work as they get their first kill on the scoreboard.
So now QO has got his boots. He still has to play pretty passively in the middle lane. He's not really ahead in levels or even farm. Cop is almost level 6, halfway to level 6 here, which will be a threat. It means QO needs to worry about the burst here. And the Wisp will have to play around him at most times, because he does not have a bottle of his own, he does not have any regen, and this dagger is going to be very, very annoying here.
Febby with this regen rune, I feel like now that he's gone to the bottom lane, this might be the start of something nice at the bottom lane. But no, he just decides to go back middle lane. QO, he can't cope with this kind of pressure, especially from the mushy spam of the Shadow Strike. Gotta love this tether and overcharge. QO basically back to full HP. He says, hey, alright, keep wasting your mana on me, it makes no sense. Anyways, Ohio top lane, we haven't spoken about him yet. He's 15-1 compared to Arc on the 2110 Timbersaw. Is this a good start for him? Does he need to be further ahead?
He will be the factor of this game. QO is not really having the start he wants, and obviously the Underlord is always trying to
okay, they want to try and go auto Sonic Wave. They blow him up, and looks like they will find Febby as well. Do they have enough mana? Ninja Boogie going up into the trees.
2 more hits,
Febby,
one more hit,
Febby.
and there he goes.
I mean, if anything, between Fnatic and Mineski, these guys, it's almost like a rivalry, a very intense one indeed. So, we'll see. We'll see how this works out. But so far, this match definitely very intense. Averaging a kill a minute. Arjit.
Top lane here, looking to go on Arc, but he kind of senses it. He's playing a little bit more passive, aggroing the creeps, but nope. Here he goes.
Bouncing around with the Maledict. They have the root.
Do they have the damage though?
Won't cancel the team.
Yes,
oh yes,
they
they get it just in the nick of time. DJ getting himself another big kill. So Fnatic, they rotated 4 heroes top. They'll make it 3, but still, it did pay off. Ohio just TPs to the shrine, and they know where he is. Do they? They have a water around here, don't they? Yeah, it's right under the shrine. So, yeah, QO, they decide to leave him alone. He needs level 6 so that at least he can stand in zone and get a feel like he crits in, something like that. But otherwise for Arjit, what's the play of this game? Do you go for the Morbid Mask into the the Mask of Madness, Deso kind of thing, or?
Yeah, he just needs the lifesteal potentially to get the Rosh by sneaking in or even utilizing the Wisp to go in.
Oh, Boogie. A lot of hate for QO. You said that QO is not getting the start he needs. Ooh, he's currently 0-3. Rough game for QO.
Not ideal, that's for sure.
Alright, so you can already see very nicely 2k comfortable lead from the first 7 minutes. And Mineski, now they rotate Arc back to the bottom.
They just have to keep the Timber away from the Ursa for a little while, get level 6, then he can be a little bit more annoying in the laning phase. And looks like with the Jakiro level 5, since he has been taking the bottom lane on his own for a while, has level 3 Liquid Fire, which will be pretty good against sieging down towers quite quickly. Arjit TP's down bottom lane to just secure defending this tower from liquid fire damage. But the one problem I see here is Arjit is constantly on the move, he's constantly TPing, he needs to be the one obviously making the plays to secure the early game for Fnatic, but it's just not helping his farm at all here.
And Boogie's, once again, Batman just has a grudge against this PA. I'm not sure what Kuro did. Did he take his money or something? I'm not sure. Maybe he owes him something, some compendium levels. But now, of course, with the nighttime gone, maybe with some light, they can find some hope. But otherwise, let's talk about the lanes. Like, so far between these two teams, they've been shuffling the lanes around, almost like, you know, like a party. I'm not sure what's going on here. Can you explain that?
Well, the Ursa is trying to keep track on the heroes that he can own in the lane and stopping.
Oh, Ryo bottom lane. The Sonic Wave comes out. Arjit, he should be able to kill Ryo.
But he's in a big trouble now. Another. He's got Magic Stick. Yep, another Scream would have been utilized if he didn't die. But Queen of Pain gets a pretty huge kill on Arjit, the only hero that's doing pretty decently for the Fnatic side here.
Indeed, but none of them are coming close to Mushi at the moment because in terms of net worth, he's just flying further and further away.
And Arjit will have to TP once again to one of the lanes, potentially bottom or top, to just hold out the tower.
But that's the thing about PA, right? It's like a hit or miss in the laning phase, but once you get those key items up, you just suddenly come online with a few lucky crits. That's all you need.
Yep, that's correct. I mean, a few crits with the Wisp tethering him, making him more sustainable than he actually is. It means he can just dive in and get very aggressive.
And of course, Arc with Ryo over the top lane and Liquid Fire to help. They do get a very easy tier 1 tower. And the map control is looking very scary. Ohio on this Pit Lord, we haven't seen him really dominate that lane like we usually see from Underlords, but I don't know. I still think the Fnatic are in a pretty decent place. They're not in the ideal part of the game right now, but it still feels like they can just suddenly come online with the snap of a finger.
Yep, I mean, it's going to turn around to a few fights coming up. They do have heroes that can fight without much levels and much items, like the PA. He just needs level 6. The Ursa is always going to do a lot of damage just because of the set of skills that he has. And yeah, I mean, the Wisp just needs to try and get his level 6, so they got that global effect to help teammates to catch and gank.
Not to mention the potential saves as well. And okay, now he's going for that Tome of Knowledge. They will smoke up. These three heroes heading to the bottom lane. If they can kill the Night Stalker, that could be a pretty big thing, since, you know, Night Stalker, you just want to make sure he's out of the equation. You don't want him to get too much. But the scan, perfect timing. And this way Ninja Boogie's just going to turtle onto this tier 1 tower, but do they dive it? That's the question.
Well, looks like they want to secure this tower.
They use the scan, they know he's hiding.
They spot him out. QO's branching in, is going to Quelling Blade all the way through. They do spot the Wisp.
They find Ninja Boogie. He pops the nighttime. QO immediately blinks in onto him, but he's going to fly further into the trees. It's already broken. He's going for the TP out. Do they manage to stop it? Oh no! The coconut was in midair, and it's not going to be enough, so they commit 4 heroes to the bottom lane. A lot of time as well. And Mushi and Ryo will take another tier 1 tower in this middle lane. Meanwhile, top, Arc, you said he's going to be annoying. He's going to be more than annoying. He's just pushing Ohio away. Like, there's nothing Ohio can do.
Yeah, but at least they get to secure a bottom tower here. Although the Liquid Fire did a lot of work in the middle lane, and it just seems like they don't need to contest this bottom tower. They're happily farming 2 lanes, and they looks like they're going for the top lane now as well. Liquid Fire being used, but there is backdoor protection going on right now, so it's not going to be effective here. Mushi's set up at top. He's going for the Orchid build up as well, so he will be able to catch heroes on his own when they try to avoid fighting into them.
It looks like he's confident enough to just skip the Veil, but Ninja Boogie and Mag, they're just going straight to the top. Mag doesn't have a Blink Dagger yet. This is risky, but hey, you know, considering how far ahead they are, it doesn't matter. It looks like they'll find Ohio's going for the Reality Rift back. Oh, does he get out? No, they have way too much nuke damage, so without the Sonic Wave, not able to try and fight. Relocate coming in, QO. Can he get the crits onto Ryo? He's going jumping straight onto Ninja Boogie. That'll be 1 kill, but they're content with that. So that'll be a 1-for-1 trade, which Fnatic, not ideal, but hey, they take what they can get, and Mushi and friends will be very, very happy for that trade.
Yep, Uberlord will not get a 5-star rating after that. 1 star.
Complaint review?
Pretty much, yeah.
Why no complaints for the PA though? I mean, like, no crits. Where were the crits?
True that. It's just, he's Australian, right? Nah, he does not get crits.
Maybe the crits are lagging, that's why.
Lagging?
Yeah, they're still on the way, no? The 2-second delay.
Middle lane, QO, just putting out a little dagger, doesn't get a crit again. Just going to be farming away. He needs to build up his Deso. I believe he's got one component, one of the Mithril Hammers already up. Yep, it's on the career here. So he's only 1.6k away from the next one. He'll be having Deso, which will be really good with this kind of line because they kind of like a bit of damage. They do have damage from the Ursa, but he needed the Blink last fight, which he does now. So they have terms of initiation now. They can pop a guy off just pure damage. Even though they do lack a bit of stun, they do have the root of Underlord. Even though it's not that reliable, it should be enough for the Ursa and the PA to kind of just kill them with Finna once they get those certain items.
I'm just going to point out something fun. QO has not crit on a consistent basis 1 out of 9 hits.
Really?
I can't.
Have you just been watching him?
Yes.
Farm
I mean,
creeps?
we're looking at him right now. I mean, he's so close to that Deso, but at the same time, you saw he threw 5 daggers at Mushi. Not a single one crit. He throws it to the creep, instant crit. It's a sign. It's not a day for Ostodes. Let's put it that way.
Not his day.
Not Arc.
Fnatic rotating bottom lane.
DJ going for the wraparound, but Mushi.
I really like this item
This
build by
backstab.
Arc.
Oh, Ninja Boogie. The backstab to outplay the backstab, but here comes the relocate. It's a mess. The Death Ward doing so much, and down goes RQL finding Boogie. Can they find Ryo? This is a disaster as Febby will die to Mag. Mushi will get the kill on DJ. Support's going down. Ohio dropping as well. Ajit trying to go into Mag. He's going to swipe him down. Can he get Mag? I think he can. And alright, he will get the 4-for-3 trade. Mushi going under the shrine. He will not be able to kill him off. And here comes Kyo to the party.
Here.
Does he go for the turnaround here? I think not. Kyo just wants that Deso. He's really close. He's 150 gold away.
And that is the fight we were talking about. One fight to turn around. They did have the blink on the Ursa, so they can get that initiation on the heroes they need to. And like I said, just enough damage to always pop them. Now Kyo getting the Deso very shortly. It's going to be even harder.
That gold swing was a 1600. And just like that, Fnatic have found themselves more breathing room space. The game is more evened out. It was, what, 4 to 5k gold lead, and now it's just back to 2,000. It's narrowing, considering that, you know, Fnatic have only taken 1 tier 1 tower, and you look at the other side, Mineski have taken 2 tier 1s. But Ryo, okay, he's gonna get to the yields. That's gonna help him a lot more with at least stopping 1 hero. I feel like his macro pie of a Veil this game could be really good.
Yep, and I like this item pickup from Arc. He's going into the Solar Crest, and it makes a lot of sense there. As Pindapanda mentioned before, their lineup composed of all physical DPS, even the Death Ward of Witch Doctor is physical DPS. So it's going to do a lot on the target that you know, Fnatic's lineup does decide to choose on. He'll just Solar Crest them, and he'll be very tanky bottom lane.
You need to tell it to him. They're going to try and keep him alive. Kyo's still alive. So much regen. The coconut's bouncing around. Mushi will go down. There's an unstoppable streak going to Ajit. And Ajit popping the ultimate. He's going for Ninja Boogie right now.
Wisp comes
They
in.
get the kill. Febby, this Io, they just can't kill him. Now they finally will with that Void, but it's going to be a 2-for-2. Still very favorable. They finally managed to bring down the raid boss, which is Mushi. And just wow. Because right now, that's a huge gold swing. Once again, who did it go to? It went to Ajit, and he's going to find himself very, very rich. With the Vlads, this is going to help him in the PA.
Yeah, both of those cores will be getting a lot. Even on the Wisp, it can have some factor. If he is hitting someone and he's tethered to one of the cores that is also going in, he gets that double lifesteal regen. That's going to be pretty sick.
Alright, so Arc, he actually went for the Solo Crest this game. Let's talk about this. Is this, I mean, I get it's good for the Ursa, kind of for the PA as well, but is this really a good item to go first?
Yeah, I think at this point they don't really have a choice. They're going to get into a point where Fnatic's just going to keep wanting to fight, and Solar Crest is an item that, you know, helps pretty much against almost all of Fnatic's lineup. He just has to place it on someone that's getting aim, potentially himself or the Queen of Pain, and a lot of damage will be reduced. It's just a bit unorthodox, but in theory it makes a lot of sense here.
Alright, so Fnatic with Relocate coming off Colon 25. Hey, they just go for the smoke anyways. Behind QO, they want to try and help him out. He'll be going for the BKB next. But you can already see, this is what I was talking about.
Rotation coming down from Ajit and DJ going towards the bottom lane. They are prepared to relocate as well if needed.
Well, they just went for 2 concurrent smokes in 2 different sections of the team. So now they're going to hit to the bottom lane, maybe try and find Ninja Boogie. He is caught out alone. The Hellfire dropping down, so he's going to take a bit of harassment, but Ajit blinking in immediately. silence, not going to really matter as he just pops the ultimate and bang, easy kill here. At the top end, this means they know that Febby and QO are alone.
Yep, there Mineski decides to try and split top, but there is no creeps there. And that's going to be a big problem. They will...
Uber
Lords.
Uber play.
5-star rating, coming top lane.
They want to fight. The Relocate's coming in for the backstab. They're trying to turn around right now, but the Chakram, the Sonic Wave, they blow up Febby and QO. No time to combo, but Ajit going in. Do they have enough damage to bring down Mag? Yes, they will with the Death Ward. And now they want to go pushing onto Ark. Maybe not. They're going to go into Mushi instead. Mushi, getting rooted up, blinking all the way forward. Will not find DJ. DJ says hi. And he's going to get a couple of right clicks that double damage, proving too much. He's actually ringing around, juking him around the trees. Ohio, still in the front of it. He just cannot die. Mushi, he's looking for DJ. He just can't find him. Ajit blinking forward, finding Ryo caught inside that ice path. Mushi, Shadow Strike, gonna kill him off. The Pit of Malice catches the roots. But now they want to finish off Ohio, laying out the caskets, bouncing it around DJ. And they will finally kill him off that pesky Witch Doctor Ohio. Do they have enough damage? But the tether heal from Febby keeping Ohio alive. Arc about to go down. Will the Melodic be enough? Yes, it will. And will they find Ryo? He also drops, maybe not.
Great turnaround by Fnatic. I thought they had lost that fight as soon as Febby and Kyo got popped. But the turnaround from the Uberlord himself and the Febby Wisp.
Plenty of kills happening. That was a 4-for-3 trade. Not favoring Fnatic, favoring Mineski, but look at that net worth advantage. It's slowly diminishing. Whew, this IO has just been constantly providing so much sustain.
We should not have doubted Febby Wisp.
Why did we ever do that? Oh, the last one to Ohio. Mag, what's the plan? Ohio going for the TPI. Will he burn down? Yes, he will. Mag with the solo kill. Really impressive stuff coming out from him. He has been on form throughout this qualifier. But now it looks like they want to try and find him. Put the Observer Ward, but they will not find Mag, who's taken pretty much that little waterfall road. Still stuck near the waterfall, enjoying the scenery. Needs some relaxation time.
And looks like Fnatic will have to farm up a little bit unless they try to get a pick off.
QO, he's shown himself to Mushi.
He is trying to buy his BKB now because he's scared of the burst damage. Obviously the Queen of Pain's ulti will still go through her, but there's a lot of other heroes that can kind of burst them down.
The Void, not to mention Timbersaw magic damage as well. There's just so much which he needs to worry about. I actually considered, like, do you think he should have, or maybe he should have gone for like the Vanguard at least instead of the BKB?
He's relying a lot on the Wisp to kind of, you know, keep him alive and healthy. Which is one point to bring up. I'm surprised DJ didn't get one point of Voodoo Restoration, because if he's around the Wisp and the Wisp is like healing up the PA middle lane though.
Febby.
Trouble.
You know where to go, nowhere to run. Mushi claims an easy kill.
Poor Febby. But at least he took the kill. The gank for QO. QO just farms away, so not so bad there. They will, however, lose the middle tower here to Liquid Fire and just general push.
Mag finding the lasso, he's found the Ursa. Can they save him? I think not. And of course, if Ajit going down here, Mineski have found the momentum to potentially even go high ground.
Yep, that's right. They do have the Liquid Fire, which helps a lot. Ursa is down. He does not have buyout as well, so this is a big problem here. The Uberlord will be trying to hold out this tower, but gets silenced instantly by Ninja Boogie.
Oh, Ninja Boogie, the Death Ward, will it be enough though? Actually, I think not.
Solar Crest kind of negating some of the hits from the Death Ward towards the end, and he'll be able to earn himself up. Oh, but will it be enough? Probably not.
Oh,
and he does go down.
Are you for real?
Yep, 400 pops.
Wow, so DJ getting himself that big kill. That's a lot of money. And he's going for the 4-staff. That's going to help out at least even Febby as well. He can save his teammates. This is some really good stuff. Good Dota coming up between Fnatic and Mineski. But Mineski, I still feel like they've... Oh, hold on, did tether in?
Relocate
Mushi going to blink away.
He does get silenced though.
Like I said, where are the crits? Where are the crits? And now here, let's go back home with his grab service of
Ajit starting on the Rosh here. They will be getting the Aegis and the Cheese. No, this is the first Roshan, right? Yep, so it's just the Aegis here. I'm wondering if they will give it to the Ursa or the PA here. PA, if he had the BKB, then he wouldn't really need it.
The Ward scouts out Mag, but he's going to blink forward. The Coconut's going to be there with that huge crit. And Mag stuck inside on the cliff.
No Firefly, so he'll be
going down. They have the on
the bottom side here, Mushi got caught by the root. He'll be coming down and getting rooted again.
No, Ajit actually is going to die here. 45 seconds, and of course Maggie buys out. Ohio, they pit him. He's going for the Uber back. Uberlord, does he get the mount? Yes, he can. No! He didn't get QO to safety. And Mineski, this opens up the Roshan for them. Does QO buy back for this? That is the big question right now. They have to give away Roshan. No way they take this.
But Roshan will be falling down, and there'll be a Aegis on the Queen of Pain most likely. Yep, Mushi does take the Aegis. Now he can be playing more aggressively. He does also have the Yules. But they just need to slow down. MVP had that stride, they had the fights going their way, but there's just too much magical damage coming from Mineski's side, and QO just cannot really stay in the areas of fighting because there's just Macropie, there's Timbersaur's Chakram, Queen of Pain. There's just too much AoE, so they should slow down, let QO farm his BKB, and then take another fight from there on.
It also just feels like they never really recovered from the laning phase after giving, after Mushi had such a great start. Well, he was like, what, 3-0 in the lane? He had the first blood to boot. Things are not looking good for them, and not to mention they do not have enough lockdown for Mushi. There's a lack of reliable stuns.
Yep, as shown as the Uberlord doesn't really provide you that enough stun to, for the cause to kill, especially since now all of them have items, they have Solar Crest, that means they won't be able to pop whoever Ursa is going on. So that's great pickup from the Timber. He's got an Yules now. He didn't go for your typical Bloodstone build-up, and looks like he's going for a Ghost Scepter next as well.
Mushi
Bottom lane though.
Saying hi to Ohio, gets the silence up as well, but here comes Arc. He's gonna try and juke this, but the last of the pull back in. Where the TPs, Relocate coming in, they want to fight this. Ohio lays out the Pit of Malice, they're gonna turn around, they burn out the Aegis. Ninja Boogie trying to go find DJ, he has a grudge with that guy. Something didn't go well, I think, but hold on, Febby, well burned down. QO getting the kills, but here comes a very, very angry Arc. Surrounded by 3 heroes, down goes QO, 4 heroes dead. And that should be the tier 1 tower. It's going to be a 4-for-2 trade. Mushi still looking for Ajit.
Again, it's just they are trying to fight a fight that cannot be won. They have the Aegis on top of the no BKB on Pierre, which is going to make it extremely hard. They did get a nice crit that time though. Mushi just got critted straight away and died, lost the Aegis. But it's just too hard right now. They need to really just slow down. He's only 1k off the BKB.
Do you think maybe taking that fight was a bit wrong, maybe a bit too hot-headed? Maybe they could have just I feel like he'd gotten the BKB if he just chilled, just push up the other 2 lanes instead, farm the jungle.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, maybe
they want to keep on going. That TP in, the Yules Scepter up with the silence. I think a bit of miscommunication there, but they don't really care. Sonic Wave. Oh, misses Febby. The Juke. And now there comes the TP in from QO. They want to try and find somebody, but it looks like they won't find anybody.
They are so aggressive. I can't believe they want to go back in and fight, even though they've lost the recent 2 or 3 fights in a row.
I mean, you have to give credit to QO. I mean, in these kind of games, he has to be the one calling the shots, right?
Yes, generally in the later stages of the game, only yourself as a core player can kind of realize the extent of your power, and QO has played so much PA, he would know. I'm thinking maybe in the bottom lane they thought that the whole Mineski team wasn't there. Maybe it was just a miscommunication from Fnatic. But either way, they just got caught off guard there.
That smoke up. Going for the flank maneuver. Will they find anyone in that path though? But the scan from the Radiant side will know that they are smoked up. Very, very nice game sense coming out here from Mineski.
Gem comes up from... Mag has a gem, so he's going to start demorting everything.
They use a scan. They want to try and find someone.
As you can see though, everyone's starting to build Ghost Scepters. There's a Ghost Scepter on Timber and a Ghost Scepter building up from Mag as well.
Anyways, Fnatic still inside the enemy jungle. They put the ward down. Do they see anyone there? They know that Arc is there. Coconut bouncing around with the dagger and the Pit of Malice, but not the Yules Scepter up immediately. RJ popping down a bit prematurely, and they won't kill him in ages. Just popped, I hear it. And Death Ward. Oh, it's going to be immediately cancel QO. Won't be able to do much. Mushi going into the fray. Unfortunately, surrounded by 5 heroes. This is a bad place to be. Blinks out with barely any HP. And Fnatic, now they will try and turn this around. They're actually taking quite a lot of damage from this Chakram, but the sustain is just too much. Pit of Malice is going to catch up right with the crit from QO. And now they go for more. They charge forward. And with the relocate, they want to find Ninja Boogie. Will they get the crit? Ajit coming in as well. Ninja Boogie goes down. 2 heroes and Fnatic have found themselves the kills and that fight. So the smoke balls didn't turn out too bad.
Yeah, I mean, they got 2 kills for none, right? And now they're going to have the BKB on the PA. And they will probably have to wait for the next Roshan after securing this middle tower. Funny enough, the fight actually started pretty nicely for Mineski. pretty much baiting out the Timber, utilizing the Yules when he got caught. Timber not dying, utilizing his spells as well in the meanwhile. And then there was a 4-man Ice Path dual breath, but it just wasn't enough because there was Voodoo Restoration and the Wisp Tether healing up his teammates.
And the Chakram was doing quite a lot of damage as well. Like, it cut through all 5 heroes, going back and forth. But I think like there's just so much to be said about having this IO and having the Witch Doctor. There's just so much sustain, and Mineski are struggling to deal with that. Like, Mushi's impact has, I wouldn't say has fallen off, but it's just that once he's in between 5 heroes, I think he got way too far ahead of himself. And now, that was without the Q or BKB. And after that fight, he now has it completed. Things are looking
not too far as well from it.
This is looking very scary. And if Kyo gets to like a basher, that could be very bad. Oh, Mushi in the trees, do they know he's there? Blinks out, going for the TP immediately.
On the other side of the map, Mineski's starting to push out the lanes out. They're going to try and avoid and split them up a little bit. The only problem is that they have both Uberlord and the Wisp global presence, which will make it a lot harder to do so. But however, it looks like Rio is going to get some deep jungling wards here to get some nice vision on their support rotations and core rotations as well. Fnatic is now just desperately looking for kills and wanting to fight. The good thing about this mag gem pickup, he got it so early, he can start controlling the enemy jungle. He knows they're safe. They've already done a nice sweep in the enemy jungle, so they can just passively farm it while Fnatic is just doing their own thing.
And he just completed the Ghost Scepter as well. I'm afraid to ask, but is this one of those clowny games where you might even consider an Ethereal Blade on those Ghost Scepters?
Most definitely. I mean, if the Ursa and the PA doesn't go for a defusal right now, and they do tend to get the Ethereal quick enough, it can make a big impact by saving the teammate who's getting jumped upon.
But you know what that means. When you have Ethereal Blades, you gotta have Dagons. You
I
gotta
don't know
have
about
Dagons.
that one.
I know I can feel the face palm from you.
That must be like this little Singaporean thing. I don't know. Not
Hey,
a Norse
that's
thing.
not a Singaporean thing. That's like a Dota thing. That's a universal thing.
Damn, alright, fine.
Alright, so Ninja Boogie, his impact hasn't been as huge compared to the laning phase. But for this hero, wouldn't you like him to have the gem instead? Like, it's a bit risky for your Bad Ratty to hold it, right?
Yeah, to some extent, I guess. He might even just drop it in the base soon as well, or in the career itself.
They actually want to fight this tier 1. They want to defend it. They don't want to give it away for free. The Chakram going to cut out the creep wave.
Mineski wants to
Ice
fight
Bomb.
this.
Oh, they're going to fight the crit into Arc. Now popping the BKB. They really need to get the kills, but that Halberd. Oh, he's not finding anything. There's a 10-second BKB wasted on QO.
That's pretty much a win. I mean, they kind of just need to drag out the BKBs to be 5 seconds so that they can kind of kite them and win the fight.
Now that's catching Ninja Boogie. Where are the crits? The Chakra one time. The force staff out of the pin. RJ blinking to the backline, trying to kill whoever he can. He's going to bring down Arc. Febby, the spirits finish him off. Ninja Boogie also going down to the side, going to Fnatic. And Mineski are now on the retreat. That 10-second BKB looks like, was it tactical from QO, it turns out.
Who knows? Only he knows.
Tactical BKB usage. And if the Macro Pyre, they will burn the creep wave down, but they have enough to take this tier 2 tower.
Seems like Fnatic within the BKBs now, they just seem so strong. There's just too much magical damage that's getting negated. The 2 heroes from Fnatic can just freely go in, not worry about too much. They have very limited physical DPS as well coming from Mineski's lineup, so it's going to hurt a lot in the later stages of the game.
And with Ohio tanking this tower, they actually start to chip away into this tier 3.
Uberlord.
Febby, get in, get in there.
Ooh. Oh, what? Oh my god.
Oh no.
That just happened. Oh, chat wheel, please.
Oh no. Baby rage right there. Oh, did you forget Ajit?
That's
and Mag getting Febby as well. Oh dear, oh dear. What happened there?
I'm not even too sure.
I thought he was inside.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought as well.
It wasn't even the Yule Scepter, right? It was...
Unless something happened with the relocate. I'm not too sure, because he did try to relocate as well at the same point.
The Peter Mellis catching Warriors, but the Sonic Wave for Ohio, he's just going to pretty much mech up. He's very, very tanky.
I would love to see a highlight on that.
Therefore, DJ going to try and pew whoever he can. Mushi will take down very low. 4 heroes with no buyback, but the creep wave is just not in Mineski's favor. They just can't catch a break. On the bright side, Roshan will be up in 20 seconds, but by then, I feel like Fnatic might have to contest it despite Underlord not being there.
Yeah, this will be a big turning point for Mineski if they do end up getting the Aegis here, because already as said before, within these BKBs being so long durated, you can't really fight into Fnatic's lineup right now. But getting these little pick-off and these mistakes that happen, I'm not too sure why the Ursa was left behind, even though the Uberlord kind of looked like he took him with him. But however, Mushi is just going to siege down middle lane with his team.
He's trying for it. But the disarm one more time, he's going to pop that shrine. Ooh, that damage,
He still does have BKB though, so they're going to try and turn this around.
They almost get the tier 3 tower down as well. Look at it, 329 HP left. And now they will try to push out the waves and try to set up for Roshan next. Of course, by then, Underlord will be back up. This is where they really need to contest it. We should be seeing our next big team fight around this area.
Yep, the Rosh is too important not to contest here, so both teams will want to have a big fight here for it.
Now, of course, maybe think about shrining up, maybe not. Fnatic taking this Roshan could be very risky. We saw that the last time they tried this, ended up going to Mineski instead. And of course, Mushi with the Assault Cuirass, this is going to help so much against the PA and the Ursa.
Well, the thing for Mineski now is, if they want to contest Rosh, they can't just go head on. They need to wrap around, maybe utilize a smoke, get Febby, get the Witch Doctor, get these heroes that are easy to kill, but QO, he will not let that happen.
He has different plans. He wants to try and bring down Arc. The Pit of Malice only going to connect it to the Timbersaw with the Ghost Scepter, so he pretty much doesn't take any more damage from that. And now he'll try to disengage. Arc linking forward. They want to bring down this huge machine. Oh no, they've isolated Ohio. He's going to go down to the Sonic Whipping, but the mech keeping them alive. Wow! And the Death Ward bring on the damage against Ninja Boogie. Can he kill him off? No one's really dying, but so many spells being thrown out. And of course, blinking in, that's going to be Ajit. Has the BKB. Will he pop it? Yes, he's going straight for Ninja Boogie. No way to slow him down. Q with the slow and the Stifling Dagger. Now they go for more. The relocate forward from Febby and Ohio. Can they kill Ryo? Where are the crits? Give me a crit. None to be seen this day. And of course now Ajit going straight for Ryo, clawing him right into the tier 3 tower. We'll find him as well. So 2 heroes go down. And Fnatic, this should be their opening to go to the Roshan.
Yep, this is a Roshan taken by Fnatic lineup.
Alright, so Fnatic. That was a very, very long team fight, longer than I expected. Like, no one was instantly dying.
And I'm surprised the Underlord there actually survived as well. There was the Wisp tethering up, healing him up. There was Voodoo Restoration, the mech coming out as well from Ohio himself. And just survived through that onslaught.
And he has a really good item now, which is the Rod of Atos. This is going to help with catching the Queen of Pain.
Yep, just going to keep their heroes set on the ground for the PA and the rest to hit them down.
I mean, this is very classic MVP. This is, you really can feel the memories coming back to you. Like, despite being behind, you get the core items up, and next thing you know, Kyo's PA just goes ham.
That's right.
So, what, okay, after the Basher, do you complete the Abyssal Blade? Do you want to farm into an Assault Cuirass? Because I know on the side of Mineski, you have the Shiva's Guard on the way for Arc. You have the AC already completed onto Queen of Pain. That's a ton of armor going the way of Mineski.
Yeah, but the main problem is that they don't have any physical DPS. Like, Mushi's trying to transition into kind of a late game DPS right-clicking build because he's going to go for the Bloodthorn after potentially a Hex here. But it's just not going to be enough against the PA and an Ursa. They need to get that good initiation, a good team fight. Let's start with, let's say, a Lasso into an Ice Path, bring the guy down, and then potentially turn the fight like that.
But that's a very narrow window. Ice Path doesn't have the longest duration of stuns. That's like, what? Yeah, 2.5 at level 4.
And there's a lot of heroes that can back him up as well. They have Pipe, I believe, on the Uberlord with a mechanism. And they have
the Glimmer
Voodoo
Cape
Restoration,
as well.
Relocate as well. There's just so much backup healing.
Look at DJ, Ajit, and Ohio. They have the Relocate available as well. They even relocate under the shrine. They're prepping for this. They should be coming in right into the middle of the fray. They want to try and find some people. And immediately they try to get out. Mag will not be found. And it looks like this will be a wasted relocate. Nice disengage here from Mineski as they dodge this very, very crucial fight.
Yep, relocate has been wasted, but it's not really a big deal. I mean, now they can just farm up a little bit, maybe go into the enemy jungle soonish after clearing the middle lane out. But it's just going to be some time wasted on the Aegis, so.
Aegis, well, we haven't seen it being put to use just yet. Maybe they'll try for the mid-tier 2. Ursa's also starting to pile up on the items. Now with the Diffusal Blade, those Ghost Scepters aren't that big of an issue right now. So let's look at, say, the Bad Rider. He's going for the Lotus Orb. Do you consider him going for an Aghanim Scepter instead? Because, you know, if you catch the PA, there's a very high likelihood you might even catch the IO as well. And that's the big problem, I feel.
Yeah, you kind of have to deal with them together. but Fnatic doesn't really have to utilize the whiffs to constantly be on the PA. They can just kind of just use them as a defensive support from now on. They can start sieging towers with QO in the front line and just relocate him back, because he does have the Aegis after all.
If that landed in a first hit bash, I think QO's RNG may have just turned around, but it looks like they will take themselves another tier 2 tower. Yeah, he doesn't even care all the damage he just took. He just like click, click, click.
Yep, he does get healed up a lot. Right now he's going to be full HP with that mech pop tethered up.
Oh, Mushi actually takes the tier 3, banging away into the range tracks. The Rat Dodo is real. He's going to find the courier snipe. Mushi! Oh, he's going to force Fnatic into making some decisions. They need to try and get the kill. Yusep jump into the air. Will they get him here? He's going to blink out. No way to catch him, and this is where the rest of Mineski try to go for the surge. Yep, they were going to find DJ. Lasso up onto him. Can they kill him off ASAP? They need to, but they cannot. And of course, Ajit going straight for Mag, but not the flame break pushing him down to the low ground. And Kyo and friends, they are back. They've found Arc. The Death Ward will not be able to kill him off. Mushi, he's thinking about going in for a fight here. He's going to kill off Febby with the Sonic Wave.
And gets away safely. He does have the Silver's Edge now, so PA's blur won't affect as much as before.
Indeed. So Fnatic, oh, the first hit back with the BKB.
Ham.
He needs to find some lucky crits. Alright, so they take down Ryo. He's going straight for Ninja Boogie. He really wants to burn that Aegis down. The buyback comes up from the Jakiro. The Shiva's got slowing them down. Of course, Timber Chain's forward. Arc trying to get the kill here. We find Q burning out the Aegis. Ninja Boogie. Oh, going to get found by Ajit. Kills him off. Very nice and easy for Ajit. Rakapai doing quite a fair bit of damage, but it won't do anything much. No one's really going down. And down goes DJ at last. But QO, you don't have an Aegis this time. Uberlord, get in there. Get in there. Will they get it out? Yes, they will.
Played.
Very nicely done from Ohio. So that's your 5-star Uber review right there.
That's it. He's got those ratings now.
And they didn't lose the tier 3. They only lost the Aegis. Very nicely done from Mineski one more time. They're just defending so nicely. And because the tier 3 tower fell earlier onto the Mushi Rat, they get to take out the shrines.
Yep, it seems like Mineski's back in control again. The BKBs were kind of wearing off in that fight. No one died when QO went in. And aside from Jakiro, I believe. And yeah, then they just turned it around, kited the Ursa and the QO PA, and won the fight. There was a nice fresh pickup from Ajit as well. He had the defusal there. He used it a couple of times as well. But he just couldn't end up killing anyone on his own. He tried to go for the Batrider, he ghost-scepted, and then he got defusal, but then he just 4-staffs out and flies away. So it's a very, very hard game, because there's so many heroes that have items or mobility items to kind of
fight here.
juke.
Ohio did TP, and do they have a relocate? Kyo, he's just going to push out the lane. Ninja Boogie popping the nighttime. And do you think that Febby needs one more item? I feel like he's pretty much gotten all he can take, unless he gets like a heart or something, or even, I don't know, something which can help him survive the nuke from the Jakiro and Mushi.
I mean, the only thing he can potentially get is raw HP. As mentioned, heart could be one, but it's just so much gold, and he's nowhere near it. So the only other items I can potentially think that could potentially help his whole team is Atos. More stun, lockdown, and he gets some HP as well on top of that, which is pretty damn good.
Would you consider a Lotus Orb? Do you think the Lotus Orb would help? It doesn't give you raw HP, but it helps you debuff like the PA, for example, especially against Mushi.
Yeah, and also it's pretty good against the Lusu as well. They don't have much single target aside from that, so potentially, probably not at this point.
Truly have ourselves a 1 in 10 game go down. And now they're going to try and siege, put some pressure here onto this tier 3 tower. They're doing very nicely as well.
Top lane though, QO's getting caught as well. Mushi with
the
DD.
Silver's Edge. Oh, he gets to kill that double damage. The break. Febby, he should be dying here as well. Can he get to the shrine in nick of time? The U-Scepter? Febby doesn't have a Glimmer Cape. Mushi. He's getting a bit greedy, blinking all the way forward. He's going to be okay. The ATOS from Ohio. But do they have detection for Mushi? They need to pop the dust. Anything. He's going to blink out to safety. He's going to be fine. Wow, you just dive pretty much almost to the enemy fountain and he doesn't get punished. Something is wrong.
I don't know if you saw that, but when Underlord kind of Ubered them out, the Witch Doctor was dev-warding down at bottom. When he got back brought to base, he was still casting it. The channeling dev-ward was still going from his base into the enemy base at bottom side. That was crazy. I've never seen that. That's awesome.
I think I've only seen that once with a Singaporean streamer, but yeah, that's a very rare situation, and still,
I just love it how like he actually kept it going. A lot of the times play would just cancel like, yeah, okay, we're back in base, let's just move out. But he just kept casting. He realized that it was still working, unless it's already happened to him before, because I've never seen that.
Alright, so meanwhile Mineski are getting the regen rune and they will finish off this shrine. Like you said, not enough physical damage. This will be a very, very slow takedown of the shrine. But top lane, Ohio needs to be careful because Mushi is looking for kills. Silver's Edge, he finds Ohio.
I just like how Mushi has been kept on the top of the network the whole game
Scepter. Cancelling it with the break. No, he just has to play with him, but of course here comes Febby with the relocate.
Yep.
Very big ultimate to use. And actually to bait out as well. Yeah, so Mushi on this co-op, like I said, you give him a good start. This is to be expected of him. Yeah,
he's been on the top of the network the whole game. He's been a threat the whole game. There was a period in time where he kind of was becoming a little lackluster, just mainly because Fnatic started to group up a lot more than they were before. But
they found the PA. They know there's no relocate to save him. He needs to pop the BKB. He needs to try and turn around, but the Ghost Scepter!
He will try to go in again in Abyssal, but he does blink out.
The blink dagger from Mag, he's going to be fine. But look at the flank now from Ninja Boogie. He's going to look for some kills. But hey, middle lane, Mushi. Yeah. Can he actually rat here? The Illusions are pushing out the top tier 3, getting some siege damage out. But now the flank, they've found one, and that will be DJ. Mushi on a godlike streak, and it looks like they may have found more QO. Can he get the kills? The alcohols with the Bishop, the bash. Mushi actually blinks out, he's fine. And they can't really kill anyone here. Febby, the tether. Oh no, they heal just in the nick of time with the Glimmer Cape. Mushi's looking for the snipe. Can he kill Ninja Boogie? Yes, they can. That big crit. And Mushi will snipe him up, but Arjit, he's trying to kill Mushi before he gets out. The diffuser, the ATOS, bash, give me a bash. Whoa. There is no bash. Mushi loaded up. Oh, he's caught by the pit of malice.
Really died.
He blinks out.
Oh my god, he lives.
And now they were looking for a bit more. The last are catching on, trying for the Uber Lord. The escape mechanism, everyone gets out to safety. So only losing the 2 supports one more time. How did Mushi survive that?
Crazy. He got Lotus Orb, got rid of the root, got into another root from the Underlord, and he still managed to get away. Crazy, man.
Like I said, 1 out of 9 for a crit. Kyo needs some sick attack damage. He needs some sick attack speed. He's not getting the crits at the right time on the right targets.
Indeed.
And like you said, Mushi top of the net worth. He's going to get the Bloodthorn soon. I feel like if the BKB is baited out, he can actually solo kill this PA.
Yeah, he does have the Silver's Edge as well, so it's going to be pretty easy to burst him down with just right clicks once he gets the Bloodthorn as well.
And at some point, do you think he considers selling the Yules, get the Hex? Because, actually no, he can sell the bottle.
Yep, he still does have an item slot, so... Now looks like Kyo is going to build up for the Diffusal. There's just been too much kiting items coming from pretty much the supports and the off lane. Ghost Scepters, 4 staffs, now there's a Lotus, there's a Halberd as well on the Night Stalker. It's just a nuisance to deal with, as when you're playing these physical cores, you just want to be hitting someone, but you just can't, not in this game.
And Mineski actually looks like they will take the 3rd Aegis off the game for free. Fnatic are just not in any position to contest this at all.
But here we go, Fnatic smokes up. They do take the Aegis, but they looks like they want to go in, but not on Arc. They're kind of hesitating here.
They missed the bash. Doesn't get the Abyssal. But now the Ghost Scepter to Timbersaw, of course they purge it off. The Use Scepter something to get everyone's taking a nice little flight. But of course, can he kill the Arc? He's so tanky. I think that's a bad idea. DJ, therefore immediately cancelled by the Bad Rider. Nicely done from Ninja Boogie, but they lose Arc anyways. And now the purge into Ninja Boogie. Can they kill him off here? I think they can. The Queen of Pain. She had the Aegis, going for the Skadi next. Skipping buyback.
Relocates? Relocates bottom to defend the creep so that the Queen of Pain can't just go bottom and split or top and split.
And he's going to be rejoining his teammates as Fnatic. They want to get some pressure, maybe even force the buyback out from the Timbersaw. They go straight back to the bottom lane. Very nice call. And that will be the tier 3 tower. Fnatic, they even bait the fortification out.
Yep, it looks like there's still 20 seconds on Night Stalker here.
Where's the follow-up? They won't get the buyback out here, but can they get the crit here onto Queen of Pain? Can they at least break the Aegis? Doesn't seem like it. Mushi actually blinks out. Coconut bouncing around. Ooh, the Lotus Orb! Bounce, 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 bounce. But that's just no more follow-up. They lose immediately barracks.
He still has Aegis here, and he's level 25, so he does have the spell lifesteal.
Mag with the Scepter up. They want to kill him off. ASAP Kilo with the crit. Can he kill off Mag? I think not. He's so close. He will die to the DJ. Maledict. Mushi forced to blink back. They're actually turning this around. Fnatic are doing it. Ninja Boogie
Jakira
against
buys
all
out,
three
Batrider
heroes.
buys
Oh
out.
no, the buybacks are forced down. You need to get enough Fnatic, but Mineski, they say screw it. We're going in ham. And now he blinks on to the back line. He's going to finish off DJ. Overlord, can he bring them back home? Can he bring them back to safety? Yes, they get out.
Oh, Febby, no!
What a play. But Febby, hey, you lose your IO, it's fine. You get the melee barracks anyways. What is this game? Fnatic is still in this, and they even get the melee barracks advantage after losing the tier 3 tower.
Great display of performance here. Amazing from both teams here. Mushi just in and out every time. The Aegis did run out now, but just amazing team fight capabilities here.
And now Ursa, he's going for Linken's as well. He just wants to make sure he doesn't get affected by the last. So Timbersaw needs more damage. I feel like he went for all these defensive items. He needs like an Aghanims. He needs a Hex, something.
And as you can see from the Fnatic lineup, the Underlord is now starting to go for a Hex here. He's not too far off unless he wants to save for buyouts. There's Abyssals on the PA here, potentially coming up for the
Arc is
middle
really
lane
low.
bow.
That's really close. Io buys back. Can they kill him off? They know that Arc. Can he kill him off? Yes, they pop the BKB. Oh no, you stepped up to the end. Mushi is trying to bring the higher, but he's just too down. Tanky. Down goes Arc. Oh no, this could be the disaster for Mineski. Ninja Boogie brought very low. The Pit of Malice is going to connect it to 2 heroes. And QO going hammer right now to Mushi. Mushi trying to bring down Febby. Blinks out to the east. But now they will fight. Oh no, Ninja Boogie with all the stuns, the bashes. Down goes Boogie. And he did buy back earlier on, I believe. Mushi is going to try and cut that bottom creep wave. And Fnatic will charge down the middle lane, angry and confident.
They all still have buyouts. It was the Jakira and the Batrider that I brought out before, but I mean, they will try to force something. They're going to try to force the buyouts from both of these heroes. And if they do, they can maybe just Underlord TP out again. It's going to be up soon. They can bait out the buyouts and get out again. Unless they want to just fight, BKVs is coming back up. It is only 5 seconds on the PA and also 5 seconds on the Ursa. So it might be a little hard to take a fight with these current BKB status.
It hasn't updated yet, but for the first time in the game, Fnatic actually had the network advantage for a tiny bit. But now look at it. They're just fighting backdoor protection, and now of course with the creep wave here, they're going to take themselves another lane of barracks, it seems. Arc going to try and cut everyone down at the chakram. Won't really do too much. Q-Og, bash. Can he kill Arc? Oh no, the lasso. Immediate stoppage. Oh dear. Mag, what are you doing? And actually with the death ward full channel duration here, Arc may be going down. The Sonic Wave connects on 4, but it's not going to be nearly enough to bring everyone down. Oh dear, the DJ. Can he kill him? Anyone else? I don't think so, but Q-Og, he's still going crazy.
Ohio getting healed up. He wants the TP out. Look at him.
Kill this IO. Somebody do something, and they finally will do it. And over to the backline, QO going in by going out. This is where Ohio, he's just so tanky. It's becoming a big problem. Will he finally go down? Yes, he will. And 2 heroes down. No buyback on the IO this time. This could be really bad. Oh no, no buybacks on 3 heroes on Fnatic's side. Make that 4. Mineski, what is this defense?
I can't believe there's just so much itemization, utilization, 4 staffs, Lotus Orbs, Ghost Scepters. They just can't kill anyone. They're just keeping themselves alive.
This is a lane of barracks for sure, don't you think? I mean, Mushi, he has enough items to definitely take the siege. If anything, they might even lose 2 lanes of barracks. Fnatic, is this game? Is it potentially game?
I mean, QO does not have buyout. I'm not too sure. He must have finished an item. Diffusal Blade, was it? I think.
The Abyssal Blade.
Oh, Abyssal Blade,
He completed the Abyssal Blade. And now if they lose 1 lane of barracks, they're going to lose 2.
This might be game. There's no buyouts at all. No one has a buyout, right? Aside from... No, not even Febby has a buyout. Yeah, this might just be it then.
Fortification
20
will
seconds.
be forced out. They need to try and hold. But with all these heroes dead, what can they do? Arjit needs to not die. He's the only sole survivor. Oh dear. And now they're going to go for the Megas. Arjit may be forced to throw his body into the fray just to delay this push. But with the Liquid Fire, they're going to get this melee barracks for sure.
Here, so he has to force something, unless they want to play against Mega Creeps and save the buyout for them.
They're going to play against Mega Creeps. That's going to be the call by the team. And Arc, oh no, he actually ran off the Diffuser Blade. He actually sold it earlier on. And now it looks like Mineski, they will retreat with the Megas. Very, very happy with this win.
It's going to be a very hard game. They do not have any Maelstroms. They don't have any Battle Furies. So clearing out lanes is going to be a big problem. They're going to have to commit always the core heroes to cover the lanes. And that means they're going to be very prone to ganks. There is Shivers. There is, I think, a Hex coming up. Who's got a Hex now? I think Underlord has a Hex, yep. So they're just buying their items out. They want to fight.
But now Mushi has the Bloodthorn, and that's going to be such a big item. I mean, Ohio is not going to be a problem anymore. Everyone's going to get these, huge surges of tiny bits of damage here and there. I feel very, very afraid, and you don't have good creep clear on the side of Fnatic at all. I mean, yeah, the Maelstrom's going to come out, but I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, playing against Megas with this kind of lineup is always going to be hard, especially in the position they are. It's just unfortunate that they didn't save buyouts. They kind of rushed into position of pushing middle lane because they saw two of the heroes down, so they thought they could probably force it and get out, but it did not happen as planned, and they got punished for it.
So now, that's what happens with Fnatic getting a bit too cocky, not saving for buyback. It really cost them. Arc of the Industry just casually walking forward, but now he's going to Timber Chain away. And you look at Fnatic one more time, like, what does Ursa even need to go for next? It looks like he's going for a Battle Fury. What?
Yep, that's what I said. You need Battle Furies and Maelstroms. You cannot clear these lanes effectively enough to push them far enough with the time you're using to hit creeps. So you have to get these items.
Shouldn't it be the other way around though? Like PA getting the Battle Fury, then maybe let the Maelstrom go to the Ursa?
Yeah, either way works, I guess. And that is more, I guess, normal. But it looks like he just wants Battle Fury. It's going to take a while. He's doesn't even have any gold to complete any of the components right now.
But Mineski has no intention of letting Fnatic farm up those items, going for the lasso. They found one. It's going to be Ohio with the Bloodthorn. Can he kill him off ASAP? Now the relocate coming in. Ohio, no save for him today. Ninja Boogie. Will he go down? Yes, he will. So that's going to be 1-for-1 for now. But meanwhile, the fight drags on. And Febby still turning around to Diddy, trying to save him off. QO needs to try and kill someone. The creeps are pushing in. QO going all the way to the back. He's trying to kill someone off, but the Ethereal Blade saving Ryo from Arc. What a play. And QO is going ham against Mushi. Mushi says, hey, whatever, Silver's Edge, I'm going to break that blur. And onto the Iron Gun, going to right-click away into Febby very, very easily. Down goes Febby, maybe. Ajit. Yes, Ajit goes down. No buyback on 3 heroes. Mineski, I think they've done it. Yes, they have. And what a game out here for Mineski as they take down the Giants Fnatic.
What a game.
Oh. What was that? I don't even get it. That game was so weird. Like, Fnatic, it seemed like they had to win. It seemed like they had it in the bag, but not saving for buyback. No one had buyback.
Yeah, they must have really underestimated them. They must have gotten ahead of themselves. I mean, yeah, there was 2 heroes down. I believe it was the Jakira and the Night Stalker, and they wanted to force buyouts, but they then committed to the fight when they did buyout, and they lost the fight. The main problem is that when they try to fight into the Mineski lineup, they have Force-Up, they have Ghost Scepters, they keep saving their teammates. BKB is wear off, QO, and then the Ursa as well, just getting kited, and they can't fight anymore. When they're getting kited, they can't get the damage. The only damage is coming from them, so that's a big, big problem.
You have to imagine as well, Mushi having a spectacular game, 23-2-19.
He played out of his mind.
And they gave Fnatic their first loss of the qualifiers. But enough from us, we're going straight to the panel to hear their thoughts.
Thank you so much, Hades and Godot. This is a happy moment for me because not only did Mineski win, I won against you ladies. You guys were going with Fnatic. Mineski won. I'm sorry.
How many times?
How many times what? No, I won. You guys, I want you guys to admit it. See, she admitted. Danny,
Here.
just say it.
You can have it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just one win for me. So, I mean, that was a beautiful match. It was intense.
Okay, you did it again.
So
Yeah, I don't know why. It is okay. Fine. It wasn't a beautiful match. It was intense.
How about you stop saying that word?
Beautiful.
Okay. Okay. Faraz is currently having a challenge where he's not allowed to say beautiful.
Amazing.
Fine.
And you cannot repeat the next word either. You have to be creative with your English.
Okay, fine. What was your thought on the game just now? I'm not going to talk anymore. What was your thought? What did you think?
The game was so back and forth. Like in the beginning, Mineski had it, but towards the end, Fnatic, it seemed like Fnatic had it. They did actually. And QOP from Mushi was the most annoying hero in this game. It's like
He was the most slippery.
No, it's not just that. It's like, you know when it's a hot summer day, right? And you know all the flies are out. All the small flies are not a problem, but then you get this really big one.
That was Mushi.
Yeah.
they don't have the disablers for that. They didn't even have like a Saito Vice. They needed that. That would have been like a perfect item to execute on QOP. But they didn't have that kind of meta, especially when they're having heroes like Ursa or PA, who's going to build the side device, who's going to build a disabler. Towards the end, yes, Ajit did go for the diffusal blade, but by the time it's too late. Like, how much is that going to do? Mushi, every single fight, it's like 90-80% of the fight, Mushi just got away with like 200 HP and 100 HP. That was, it's like you're having the mini heart attack.
That was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
No, I agree with what you're saying. He was kind of slippery, I guess.
Yeah.
It was one of the closest games we had today. I mean, most of the games.
It is the closest game today.
Yeah, most of the games, it's either one team is going to win or the other. This one, we thought Fnatic is going to win at the end, towards the end, but then Mineski somehow took it. So we're going to take a look at the highlights, and Danley, you can tell me what you thought about the game as well.
Okay,
Was it beautiful?
It was wonderful. I've got plenty of words in my vocabulary, but I don't know about you. But these fights, like, this is still early on when they haven't even hit level 15, level 20 yet. And you can already tell that Fnatic, they're having so many issues because they just can't follow up with some of these kills. Like this one, this was when it was QO and Ajit left versus Mushi. And obviously, PA and Ursa, they can't touch Mushi because of that. Just the sheer mobility of that blink is what drives them up the wall. I was actually frustrated for Ajit and
I
QO.
was, yeah, me too. Look, this is the part where Ohio leaves Ajit, and Ajit's like,
No!
Dude, you left me? You left me alone for this?
What?
It's like, come on, it's like, honey, you're not doing that. You don't leave me alone.
We're supposed to be celebrating
Yeah, together.
What happened?
But this is the only fight where Ohio left out somebody. But if you see throughout the game, he actually got all of his teammates. It's like what Hades said. He was like a 5-star Uber, like, you know.
Yeah, he was saving everyone.
Everyone. And he didn't even miss after Ajit, that is, of course. And he had his teleportation like right on point. But Queen of Pain, though, again, it's like Mushi was everywhere. He was escaping the fight, but he was bursting like down the heroes on Fnatic side as well. And the damage that was coming from Timbersaw was so huge. Like in the beginning, Fnatic just popped out. Like they were like.
Okay, I believe this was where Fnatic overextended in Mineski's base. They already forced out buybacks, but they decided to stay.
Yeah.
I remember you were shouting, "Don't stay, don't stay. You should leave now."
And they stayed. This was where I was screaming. I was like, Fnatic, don't stay. You actually have it. And then they lose heroes one by one. They lose DJ, and then they're going to be losing.
See? Like, did you see that?
Oh, no, it wasn't this one. It was the next one. The next one. It wasn't this one. It was the next one. It was when they started breaching the base. 5-star.
The 5-star Uber.
That was good communication. Like, you see, he was ill, but then Ajit, and they knew where he was, so they just walked towards him.
Oh, hang on, it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, because Ajit was the last one. That was the fight.
Make up your mind, Danny. Make up your mind.
Do you know how
Which
chaotic,
fight was it?
Do you know how chaotic this game was? It was
so back and forth. It was really back.
Like, it wasn't just that. Like, I was watching the screen, but I was looking at the minimap to see where Mushi was.
He was running away everywhere. So I want to ask you guys, if you were to pinpoint Fnatic's biggest problem in this game,
it's like,
the fact that they threw at the end.
Lack of disables.
Especially for
lack of disables, and the fact that they stayed way too long when they actually had an opening.
Okay.
It was that point in time where I felt that they had it. They almost had it.
Yeah. Only if Fnatic heard your voice, they would have won the game.
There's a reason why I'm not a coach.
What about you? What do you think was the problem?
It's all Mushi. It's because of Mushi, like why they just lost the pace after some time. You know, they didn't have any disablers, like this Danley said. They didn't know how to, put him down, and he was all over the place. He was like just blinking out, and they had nothing on him.
Can we also commend the Jakiro? Those ice parts.
Yeah, they were really on point. They were like
those
top notch. Yeah.
I was just watching them, like QO and Ajit. They'll be like, oh my god, they're gonna hit somebody. And they'll be stuck there.
Yeah,
that's true.
It was like they're going through a photo booth where they're just about to get into pose, and then they just like the pre-pose.
Yeah, the pre-pose when you take. I did that just now, if you remember. Anyways, that was a really intense game. What we saw, it was one of the best games actually I witnessed today.
I think that is by far one of the best games I've seen today.
One of the best ones.
Yeah.
Now, like the next one. Sorry, you were saying something about this game?
Not word. I mean, it was really intense. So as it was back and forth, right? It was really back and forth, and we didn't actually know who was going to win, because other matches we could say like, okay, that's GG for them. But this match was like, wait, Fnatic's gonna win. No, wait. Mineski's gonna take it.
Exactly, and
right?
that's why I said this is such an exciting match. So hopefully, for our next one, Danny has been hyping it up since morning. If you guys been watching, Faceless going up against TNC. It's gonna be amazing, guys. We have Faceless.
Hyped, guys. This one.
The Singaporean team going up against TNC from Philippines.
Technically, you can't even call Faceless Singaporean anymore.
It's gonna be amazing, guys. I don't know what to expect. Guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned because when we come back, we're gonna have the best Dota action for you guys right here.